And Nikald was where exactly?
I think we had the horses here, so
Right,
I was like
Okay. Mm-hmm.
here somewhere. I mean, I just equipped me with my plate, and then I.
So in here, the one of these fellows basically launches himself from this opening, and it's a little bit awful because he was not like standing on the floor; he was climbing along the side of the wall, sideways, and actually leaps from there. So as you're watching the opening, it's like shit, it's coming from this odd direction. And he's going to land right about here between these pillars. Is a short individual, moving quick enough and strangely enough that it's a little bit hard to quite get a grip. I'm thinking at this point that it is probably afternoon, and is at first glance seems to be some sort of very white-skinned, like unnaturally white-skinned kind of chubby guy landing here. And that is the first one to go. He's landing here and is going to then scuffle and scrabble like in the dirt, and that gives him and build up momentum from his jump.
Next step.
Yeah, that's he kind of landed in motion, right, and is headed straight. Actually, and you are right here, right? Correct. Is going to head straight at you. And what's interesting is when his head comes up, you see his features are dwarven, but he has no hair.
Okay.
He's hairless and blubbery, and his eyes are like viscous black.
Yeah.
And looks at you, and there's this shock of recognition. Teeth come up in sort of a weird Joker grin. Very 90s, right? Black eyes, Joker grin, right? White and pasty. So, and basically is going to attack you directly. Is going to move like charging straight at you. So the way we handle the combat here is that we've got how many attacks? Look at attacks per turn. Number of attacks. Oh shit! You should have number of attacks here. And your combat level is 5. I believe that's going to give you at least 2, maybe 3. Let me quick check on that. Everybody else should have number of attacks listed there. I didn't. I missed you for some reason.
No, I don't have either.
Okay. And I will take care of that right now. It's quite fast. Number of attacks. If your combat skill level is 5, you have 2 attacks.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. And this
Pay no attention to that.
Okay.
And at 6, is that also 2?
Yes, it is. Okay, so that solves that. Okay. Now.
Can I intercept, because I'm also
this is this is his go, right? And we're about to deal with that in just a moment. So yes, having jumped and landed and moved, that is his full action. Right now we have 3 attack phases, I guess you could call them, because that's the maximum number of attacks. If you have 2 attacks, you will be going on 2 of these. If you have 1 attack, you will be going on 1 of them. It's up to you which ones. So this is the first of 3. Only the people with 3 get to go on all 3. And so, and you have 1, you have 2, you have 2, and at the moment you have 2. Okay, so, and at the moment these guys have, at the moment these guys have 2. And so that will change. No, at the moment they have 1. That will change. Okay, so at the moment that's what he has done, but something altered in his behavior when he saw you.
Okay.
Now, and so then Miss Anda.
I interpreted it as an attack against
Oh,
Uzak.
not a question. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'll go for the eyes.
Uh-huh.
The big black viscous eyes.
Ah, okay.
Claw attack. Claw eyes.
Right. So the way this is going to work, so you were right there at the body there. And so he landed, he might have gone for you, but when he saw Uzak, that changed.
Yeah.
And so you are coming in at him that way. And so now we are going to do an attack, right? So that was C this time. Okay, so you are going to come in, and your combat. This is unarmed, correct?
Yes.
So that means you are going to have your the same number that you used for the roll for initiative. That's what number was that? That's your level plus your combat reaction.
Yes. So that's 6.
6. Okay.
And that doesn't change with my shapeshift, +2 the speed and +2 agility.
It actually, your combat reaction has gone up.
Yes. Okay.
Right, you're using the higher number.
Okay. I see.
So it is equal to 6?
Yes.
Okay. So that means that you actually have matched his, because his just jumped at that moment of transition.
Okay.
His jumped.
Yeah.
So so therefore you have 6 on 6, which means you have no bonus to your roll, which is going to be now just a flat D20. And you are hoping for a severe hit. You need to get for a combat maneuver, which is right here. Yes. For combat mastery, yeah. Oh, you need to get a critical.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need a
roll
high
that.
roll on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so now, yeah, since your combat abilities match, it's going to be this flat roll.
Yeah.
So 20.
Like so, no 6.
Oh, okay. So let's take a look on this. This becomes your Bible for combat. Okay? So what you have done is there is not a special one for these. You did not roll, but 2 in this case 2 to a 19 would have been is going to be a miss.
Yeah.
So there, right. And so yeah, that's fine. You are going to overdo it.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have a drop in your combat ability for 1 for your next move.
Okay.
Only. Okay. So a miss in this game isn't just neutral.
Yeah.
You're going to, and you will see
Right.
that there's penalties for missing.
Okay.
You have,
Yeah.
so that's what you have done.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, you can choose which phases, 1, 2, or 3, that you want to go on. And so the next person to go here, let's say we had 21, right? 22. The next one down is Hobart at 16.
Yeah, if I'm close enough.
You are.
It's only one of them that has actually.
Correct. Yes. The other, but
So-
you know that you see others squirming there.
Yeah, but if I'm close enough, I will.
And you were just right here. Yeah. So
Yeah,
moving,
try to-
you can move like
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
2 meters, kind of for free
Yeah.
as part of an attack.
But she has just transformed into a werewolf.
Not fully. No, she just got her
She's
fangs.
just the fangs.
Yeah,
Okay, just
but
the
her
fangs.
posture has changed
Yeah, but
as well.
I may
And
not have noticed.
No, I
that.
suspect
I
you-
use them for digging.
yeah,
Yeah.
you might
Yeah.
do a
Yeah, and we
You
didn't know anything about this.
right,
before.
right, correct.
Still, I will attack this.
But you were a little busy, right? So yeah,
So I
Where
will,
did the princess go, and what's this monster doing here?
right.
but I will try to hit him with my axe.
Okay, excellent. A long axe.
Yeah.
Now this is actually useful. They are in close combat.
Okay.
He's unarmed, using unarmed combat, and you are unarmed. So you're in close combat, and that means you can either be at far with a long axe, or you can step up to be at medium. It is no good at close.
Okay.
So
But is there any negative of standing a bit further away?
not at all, because it means he will have to infight twice to get to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you are holding someone off with a longer
Yeah.
weapon, they have to infight to get in.
Yeah. But I'll try to hit
Pretty
it.
good system, actually. Yeah.
And that's I have a level 6.
Mhm.
And
Now you don't get to add the combat reaction.
no,
Military combat and mercenary combat do not let you do that.
no.
That is only for unarmed and dueling combat.
Mm.
That's when you get to include your combat reaction in there,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
So do I have?
So
any,
it's that's the thing. We need to compare it. What is
Yeah.
yours? 7? Did you say? No,
6.
6. Okay,
6, yeah.
and against this is also 6. So it's the flat roll.
And you had all these combat masters, didn't you?
Yes.
What does a strong blow do?
You will have to delay an attack on the next phase
Mm-hmm.
to set up the strong blow, and again you have to get the critical.
Oh,
Okay, but
Right.
then
So you
I
need to
don't
wait
do
until
that.
you like maneuver.
oh.
But I don't.
Set up a distance. There's
Oh,
lots of ways to drop their combat ability. Lots of ways to whittle them down,
Yeah.
and then you take the attacks.
Yeah, I take a standard roll.
Yeah, sounds good. So in that case, it's the flat roll,
Yeah.
just the 20.
15. Yeah.
Okay, that actually will do a light wound. So you're going to roll your damage, which is strength damage plus weapon damage, 2 dice.
Strength.
Det är längst upp.
Strength
Okay.
and weapon. Yeah. Holy shit.
19.
19. So a light damage is actually going to do half damage. So that's going to be a light. So that's going to, but still though, 9 points, right? They've got armor 2. They're rubbery.
Mm-hmm.
And and that is going to, so therefore it will be 7. And we take a look at the damage, and 7 is just enough to be better than a slight wound. So we do mark it, because if you get enough points to overcome their life points, then they will die. But if you hit them with a hard enough wound, then that will do critical wounds and severe wounds. And so you can kill someone off without necessarily whittling them down to points. You just have to hit them very well. So so that is our situation. It has taken a painful wound and has to check to be stunned. Right. These guys, with a willpower of that, but with a penalty of 3. So, double checking. Willpower. Okay, so that's going to be mine. Okay. Oh, he rolls a 20. So he does in fact, right? He does in fact not be stunned. He has a -1 to his combat ability, but he is not stunned. So I figure, a long axe strike, right, could easily be stunning, even on a light hit. So, but with that roll, not him. Okay, sorry. That takes us to Nikald is at 11, and Hobart is at down there. No, not Hobart. Ozak is at 9. So therefore, these guys will go next. So 2 more of them squirm out, and they are also the let's see. Yeah, they're going to squirm out, and they're going to move just a little bit less aggressively than the first. And so are not quite going to engage. They're going to move up here. Let's see, just how are these? Yeah, these guys are. They'll move into there. No, they're going to spread around. They're actually going to creep around, trying to use the stones to block their viewpoint. So they're setting up to try and get a surprise attack by striking when you're not looking from behind the stones. So they're moving out along there.
Okay.
And so then that will be those two. Nickel at 12. Okay, and then one more. This one is going to get to this pillar here. And basically start climbing up to the top of it.
Okay.
So looking for an opportunity to leap down on someone. So that is what they do. Okay, so that is, we're still in this first phase, and we've had this one go, this one go, this one go, and this one go. And that brings us to Nikal.
Yes. So, what is the opportunity to strike at different opponents?
Well, you were around here,
Yes.
and you are almost kind of next to Hobart, who has attacked with his long axe.
Oh, yes, yeah.
There is 3 individuals here. The one monster just about got to the point where he's about to attack Uzek.
Mm-hmm.
She has lunged in there and is somewhat off balance
Okay.
from having missed her strike on him.
But
And Hobart has just struck this guy.
okay. But do you see somebody else that
You know that you have seen these guys come out and start lurking all over the place.
Okay. Then I think I will wait my turn to strike.
You're going to take it on 2.
On 2 and 3.
Okay,
Because
sounds good.
I think there will be more opportunities.
Excellent.
later on.
And so then, then that brings us to Uzek.
Okay. Can I do a ready?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
what I would like to do is take one step back, so I'm not in close combat. because
Perfect. In medium range. Yeah.
I have a axe coming over my head, and I have
Yeah, there's
my little sweetheart
you're like,
clawing. So I really
that's a whole lot of
This is
bad
not- this is
stuff
not my
right there.
place,
Yeah.
so I will slide back
Yeah.
and take aim for the top of the pillow.
Oh, I see. Okay. And so
So
let's take a
when
look.
he comes up, I would like to shoot.
I got
Oh,
it.
excellent.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And
So
also, a quick question: do I saw they had dwarvish looking character? Is this something I recognize? Something I know?
that's exactly it. At this point, I would say yes. And there's going to be a check for you in just a moment in that regard. At the moment, the visceral sensation is quite severe. There's something really obscene about this distorted dwarvishness.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't even have to make a dark lore roll. These are kobolds.
Cool.
These are creatures who are aligned to Mordred, who was the former Lord of the High Elves, who is now the Dark Lord of the East, and basically a minor god now, and is and it's like kobolds. Here,
It's really strange.
they belong over there.
Yeah.